Hello and welcome to the TimePod. We are a podcast made from three best friends who live in three different countries, and we want to catch up. So that's what we're doing. We're going to catch up, talk about some serious stuff, but keep it silly by relating it to our own experiences, and then maybe play a game, just have a chat, share some funny stories from stuff we find on the internet, all that stuff. So I'm your host, Kat.
I'm Adelle.
I'm Ashlee.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. I mean, wait, no, that's not right. I can cut that. Nice to see you guys.
No, it's totally nice to meet you.
So, John mentioned that we should introduce ourselves a little bit better. Like, no one knows who we are. We know who we are, but we don't know where we are in life, what our hobbies are, just so anyone listening to this can kind of get to know us a little bit.
I have nothing in life.
So.
I know, what?
Fuck.
You're asking for a lot right now.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Okay.
What's going on?
I'm really used to self-intros because I live in Japan. That's what I did for the first few months I was in Japan to all my students. My name is Kat. Oh, fuck, I messed up already. Let's try again.
I'm really good at intro.
And I'm also a big liar. Okay. My name is Kat. I'm from Canada. I'm 30 years old. I have a daughter who is turning 3.5 in not December, that's my birthday. In September, she'll be 3.5 years old. I have a ton of hobbies. I do everything, especially if it's related to art. I'm not good at anything, but I like doing a lot of things, and I just find, okay, I see the look. I'm not, like, I don't have a skill, like a high one skill. I'm a jack of all trades, not just one. Master of many, not a master of none. So, that's me.
Cool.
Yeah, I like art. I am doing some rug hooking right now because I was trying to make a video game. It was going okay for a while, and then I really got into all the coding stuff, and my husband's family is all, like, big coders. They know computers. It is what they do. And then I went home to rural Newfoundland and came back doing traditional rug hooking because computers, I just needed a little break from a few months of JavaScript, whatever it is. Because I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm making a rug. It's almost done. It is a giant rainbow trout.
Can we see your rug?
Yes, I can bring it over. It's a bit messy because I use burlap for the back, but just a moment.
Oh, look at it. I love it.
What? Kat?
I feel like Catherine should do one. I know. What the heck? You know what I made?
What did you make?
Well, we're talking right now. My art.
I don't see anything.
Yeah,
Nothing
I don't see
me.
anything.
It is so blank. I see nothing.
Wow, Miss Art.
Girl, give us nothing.
Can you not see that at all?
I can see a bit
I can
now.
see a few things. Oh, wait.
Oh, it's like lines.
Are they, yeah.
Okay.
Like
Yes,
filigree?
I do
While
this
we're on
all.
the topic of this.
No, I always do this when I'm doing something.
Yeah, it's been a while since we last talked. I guess because Adele was mad and didn't want to talk because I
Honestly.
haven't shipped her matcha yet, so she didn't want to.
Get on the ball.
Yeah, I'm under caffeinated.
I was so busy this week. But yeah.
No excuses anymore.
Yeah, whatever. Having a daughter and everything.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that.
Speaking of her, new Hajime-kun lore has dropped.
Ooh, what happened?
I will. Yes. Okay. Let me send you a picture. So usually, Mei-ling comes home. I have to clean out her pockets because they're full of sticks and flowers and rocks. Like, I think you've all seen maybe the picture of the sand in her shoe. It was like, how did she even get her foot in there?
Yes.
Anyway, she comes home, and then she has this in her pocket. This is a bunch of stickers. They look like they're stickers that they use at school. So I was like,
Yeah.
Mei-ling,
Okay.
where did you get this? And she's like, oh, I took it from the sticker table. And I was like, oh, like, did Sensei say you could have it? She said, no, I just took from the sticker table at school with Hajime-kun. And I was like, with Hajime-kun? And she was like, hee, we're so silly. We took the stickers and put it in our pocket. So now they're like in cahoots, like crime. Like, she's a little thief. So I had to write her teacher this note. Like, Mei-ling says she's so sorry for stealing these stickers from the sticker table with her friend. I didn't name Hajime-kun because I'm not going to, rat him out. But, like, suddenly, she went from hating to this kid, and now they're doing crime together? Like...
Lovers. Enemies.
Truly.
I know, I was like, are they Bonnie and Clyde? Like, are they secretly BFFs and not actually,
and the fact that you
enemies?
won't name him, you're such a supportive mom.
Yeah, I know.
You're there for your daughter. That's crazy.
So now I'm like, what is actually going on in this classroom?
Who knows?
And
Children nowadays are so...
But see, Mei Ling also comes home and she's like, I don't like my teacher. And I'm like, why don't you like her? She's like, I don't like her when she gets angry. I'm like, why is she getting angry at you? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That is making her get angry at you. But then one day she said she was crying because it was too hot outside. And then Reno Sensei wanted her to play. And I was like, oh, well, that kind of sucks. Like, and it was like 41.5 or 42.5 degrees the other day.
Oh, wow.
And this is like, it's not even the heat of summer yet. Like, this is not the hottest time of summer. The hottest time of summer is at the end of August. Let's start the intro. Wait a second. God, I can't speak. I keep speaking Japanese.
That's okay.
Not to be
Show
cringy.
off.
It's just coming out.
No. We're all bilingual.
Well, she's like
fair enough,
quadruple-lingual.
Honestly.
But the only one I use is Japanese. So one of Mei Ling's classmates is half French. So when I see her, I'm like, bonjour, comment ça va?
That's cute.
And I talk to her in like my little French. But then when I speak to like French models who are here, they only speak to me in English. I'm like,
oh,
okay, sorry.
Well, I guess.
As expected.
Mm.
Okay, I already did my intro, so why don't you go ahead, Adele, because you're in the middle next to me.
what am I supposed to do?
Oh,
Your intro.
sorry. Let's do the time first. Man, this sucks. Okay. Should we just cancel the podcast?
You're crazy. No, we're not.
We already
canceling
paid.
anything.
I know, we already paid.
A year, at least.
A year.
I know, a year. It is currently 9:31 a.m. in Tokyo, Japan.
And it is currently 10:02 p.m. in St. John's, Newfoundland.
And it is currently 8:32 in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay,
Yay!
great. I already did my intro. Let's go with Adele next.
Hello, everyone. My name is Adele. I was born in the Philippines, moved to Canada when I was 14. So I've been here for quite some time. I am a nurse. I also left nursing to pursue different endeavors that are less stressful. So that is going well. I don't really want to share what that is currently.
All good.
But it is quite enjoyable. I am trying to build more hobbies into my day-to-day life. So in the summertime, we're trying to get some paddleboarding, kayaking. In the wintertime, I started skiing last winter season.
Oh, cool.
So we're hoping
Nice.
to continue that going forward. So yeah, hopefully
Awesome.
we'll get to...
And you're a dog mom. Oh god, my voice.
Oh yeah,
You are
and
a
I have a dog. His name is Archie. He's a brown curly mutt. And he,
Really
he's so
emphasize.
lovable and adorable. Yes. But yeah, so hopefully as the podcast goes on, you'll get to know me as well as my beautiful best friends. Catherine.
Okay, beautiful.
Oh no,
best
not
friend,
Catherine. Ashley.
No. It's
I'm
fine.
not beautiful. How dare you?
Whew. All right. Intros always make me nervous, even though I know you people. All right.
Oh, it's okay. We can help you through it.
You guys are so sweet. My name is Ashlee.
Hi, Ashlee.
Yes.
Hi, Ashlee.
I feel so supported. No, my name is Ashlee. I was born in Nairobi, Kenya. I also moved to Canada when I was 14 years old. I do enjoy an array of things. I like to go to the club. Still, my knees are in great shape. What else? Do them squats. What else? I like to sew, and I like to knit as well.
I know you
I
like sewing.
I do. I actually commissioned a tiny baby quilt.
Oh, wow.
How did I not share this? I have a little video about it. It was a super easy one. Just horizontal.
But still.
Yeah.
That is
fun.
very cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh my, guys.
I do a bit of sewing too.
Wait, what do you
Just a
sew?
bit though. This looks like I had it ready. I did not. I was just cleaning my closet. I made a wrap skirt from a kimono.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely.
because there are a lot of kimono in Japan that are can't really be worn if they're too damaged, but they're really cheap to get, and they're just kind of, you know, either thrown out, and that makes a lot of waste. So I like to remake things if I can. So I made a couple of wrap skirts like that.
Oh, that's awesome. I wish I could sew
Yeah,
clothing.
that's about the extent of my abilities, and I did that with like this old lady in my neighborhood because I needed help.
That's so cute. I also switched careers. I was a pastry chef and am now a dental assistant who is I'm not in dental school, who is in school to become a dental hygienist. And yeah, I can't stop talking about teeth, so if that happens, please forgive me.
My mom said that the first thing that she notices about people is their teeth.
It's so true, which
she
is
just looks at it
so
all the time,
unfortunate.
so.
It's so unfortunate.
Wow.
I can't go
Yours
back.
are so beautiful and white. I feel like
You
maybe from all the
see?
matcha I drink and stuff.
No.
Gotten a bit,
Honestly,
a bit dark.
it really depends too if you whiten your teeth and stuff like that.
Do you whiten your teeth?
I do not, but my toothpaste has some whitening properties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that can just like not work for some people. So it doesn't-
Yes. And you really have to find a good brand. Like for me, the Aquafresh works really well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all
My
about me.
toothpaste is apple and chamomile flavored.
What's that
I know,
like?
It took a while to get used to, but I heard it was good for keeping your teeth white. I drank like 10 cups of tea a day. Self-medicating
You're-
ADHD. Even though I am actually medicated for ADHD. I don't know. It's something I'm trying to cut back on because
It's
obviously it's not
supplements.
good to have that much caffeine, but yeah. Helps me sleep at night.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Yeah.
Caffeine,
Right.
apparently.
Yeah, like for ADHD, it literally like calms my brain.
Oh.
It's a thing.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. I think I forgot. I forgot to say that I am Newfie, born
You
and
did
bred
forget.
Newfoundland.
You did forget.
Newfoundland, Canada, and I moved to Japan in 2017. Okay, that's our intros. I guess everyone knows
Yay.
us now.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank you,
John.
John.
Wait. Kat, I want to hear about your money-making food stomping.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited to learn about that.
Yeah.
So after I got pregnant, I stopped doing modeling so much. One of the reasons, obviously, too busy. The other reason being that I couldn't fit into the sample sizes for clothes anymore. Even now, in Japan, it's like, I think now I can maybe fit into it, but I'm not the ideal size for the sample size models. So I didn't do stuff for a long time, and I was like, oh man, I want to kind of do stuff again, even if it's just for some personal photographers who maybe just want to practice taking photography with a model. So I started using my Instagram for like fashion a bit more, and it was fun. And I got a message one day from someone, and I thought it would be a message like, hey, like I want to take some cherry blossom pictures, can you come and be my model for that? But instead it was like, hey, this is a really weird request, but can I take a video of you stepping on some food, and I'll pay you. And we'll just do it for an hour, and it's $100. I was like, an hour? Sure, like, no big deal. And I was like, it is weird, but you kind of like get a feeling from someone's message sometime if they're super creepy or not. And I was like, I wasn't getting that at all from this person. So, and I think I have pretty good intuition. So I was like, yeah, sure, like, I'll do it. And he told me the name of the place that we met, and I said, you know, my husband's waiting for me, like, he knows the address, just making sure everything's all safe. And so I went to this place in Japan, which is a kind of like Koreatown. Basically has a lot of Korean food shops, Korean clothes, and stuff like that. And it is a more rundown area of Tokyo as well. But so when I got there, I was kind of like, okay, what's this going to be like? What is the place where we're going to? Because he had rented an apartment room, which with more dilapidated buildings or buildings that are not in use, the owner of the building will rent out the room for like short amounts of time. So you can rent it for a day or a couple weeks, whatever is needed. Usually not to foreigners for travel, but just for people who might need a place for just a couple weeks, something like that. Anyways, we went into a grocery store together. I met him. He was this really big guy. Like, he was tall, heavy-set, and he was like, oh, you can call me Tiny. So I was like, cool. He didn't tell me his real name, but I would call him Tiny. Cool, great. Still no bad vibes whatsoever. And we went into the grocery store and picked a bunch of food, and he was like, what kind of food do you want to step on? Like, what is interesting for you to step on? So I was like, oh, I don't know. I've never done it before. Maybe, like, cake? So we got some cake for me to step on, and then he picked up stuff like eggs, sushi, pizza, spaghetti, like, everything, like, all of that stuff. So he did that, and then we went into this really old, like, pretty dirty, like, apartment room. But I still was feeling, like, totally safe. Everything's okay. And everything was safe, by the way. I'm not trying to, like, drag it out. Everything was totally fine. I did this multiple times with the same person. So we went into the apartment room. He laid out a tarp, and with different kinds of food, he would put it down, and then I would step on the food. I would step on it with bare feet, with pantyhose on, with heels, and he would take videos of it from different angles. At the end of the video, I had to sit in a chair, hold up my foot that was covered in, like, cake and stuff, and wave it goodbye. Like, wave goodbye with my foot to the screen. And what he does with these videos, because it is, like, a fetish video, he would sell them to, like, fetish sites. So he would, like, do that, and he would get, like, a decent amount of money from it. But, yeah, so that's what he would do. And I did that with him multiple times. And then, one day, I was walking with Mei Ling home. Was it with Mei Ling? Or was I by myself? Anyways, I ran into him. He was like, why are you here in, like, this, like, nowhere place in Tokyo? And I was like, oh, I live here. He's like, whoa, I live here. Like, we lived really close to each other. Oh. So instead of meeting all the way out in Tokyo for the next time we did this work, we would meet at a love hotel near the station where I live. So we would, like, go into this love hotel, and we would do, like, this food, it's called Food Crush in Japan, this Food Crush video. I would get paid, and then, like, we would use the shower and stuff like that, so I could, like, wash up afterward, like, wash my feet off and stuff like that, and then go home, and I would get paid for stepping on food. And we did that for a while until, I think he was working on making money to, like, do other things and eventually do video editing or something like that. So okay. I think he got into, like, his, like, the job that he was, like, what he wanted to do. So, apparently.
Thank God for Catherine's
truly
stomping abilities.
Thank God for my feet.
You started a whole career.
How do you feel about doing that? Do you not feel weird?
I don't know. I feel like, you know, everybody has their thing, I guess. And, like, I guess the only thing is, like, I didn't like the smell of the sushi. So I was like, I don't like stepping on this because even if the texture is fine, like, I don't like that my feet are going to smell like raw fish. So I, like, had to wash them super well afterwards.
Okay, good.
But
yeah,
I guess I didn't really feel weird about it because I think I'm very open to, like, everyone has different stuff. If I'm not into it, whatever.
And you got
like,
paid
they
for
don't
it.
see my face or anything. Yeah, and I got paid for it.
And at least he was very honest with what he wanted to do with
he was very
videos.
honest, and like, he's, like, a kind, good person. We even hung out a couple times, like, not for the food crush, but just to, like, chat and, like, go to a cafe. So
the food crush. I love that.
Food crush.
So safety.
What about you, Ashlee?
Wait.
What about your
fine.
Your sugar daddy?
Yeah.
It's really not. It's really not as interesting as I would like it to be.
Well, make
but
it
I only had two. Only had two. Okay, The first one.
Okay. Only 2.
You
Girl.
had 2.
Just
Damn.
2. People have lots.
How?
So,
sorry, go ahead. Tell your story.
there's actually several websites that are strictly for sugar daddies, but I use Seeking Arrangements. There's like, depending on whichever one it is, there's several tiers. Like this one vets them a lot better than other ones. They have to pay a fee. You have to verify like with your ID, all of these things. So obviously I was looking for someone that was verified. Same kind of check mark situation. And I stumble upon this person messages me. I'm like, okay. So on the profile, the way it looks like, it'll show the type of body, aside from the pictures, the build of the person, net worth, annual earning, if they have children, relationship status, occupation, and primary location, secondary location, because, you know, some of these people are bi-coastal, whatever. Right. So, yes. This person, I can say his name. I will say his name. So, Gary. Oh, my God. This is like having a second job.
Gary.
Yes, Gary. Gary messages me, and of course, oh, my God. So many of these sugar daddies, it's like a fetish thing, which I'm like, I'm getting paid to be me? Sure. So Gary, yeah, it's like a second job with him. I never actually met him, thankfully. It was one of those when people say you want sugar daddy with no sugar. That's what it was.
Oh, nice.
Yes, he lived an hour away from me, and he would call me all the time. And he was so needy. It was like reassuring him, like, it's okay, Gary, like, you'll find someone, blah, blah, blah. I'm so sorry you got divorced. Like, some of these people just want someone to talk to.
A therapist.
Yeah, literally. And a therapist they're attracted to. But sometimes he would just call and be like, you remind me of this song, and play the entire song. And I'd be like, Gary, I have to go. He's like, but my goddess. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll stay. So that, yeah. So anytime I would be picking up the phone, and he would call me a lot, he would send me $100 for a phone call. And I was like, I can, that's why I was like, maybe I can tolerate this. I only did that for 2 months because it got to be too much. And then this was in Boston. And then when I went to
breaking that off? Sorry.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because it was very much like business interaction on my end.
I see.
I mean, on his end, like he did. Of course, I only gave them like a Google number. Or they also have those like text apps or whatever, fake numbers.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so he would just call and leave a voicemail. Like, say whatever he wanted to say, but no, I still was like, no, this is too much. And then fast forward maybe like 2 years when I was in Houston, I found another one, but these Southern men are like, something's not right down there. I don't know what it is. They're like overly sexual, very much like, listen, you can, like, I would immediately just only exist, and all of a sudden, like, I love black women like you make me so hard, when can I pick you up? And it's like, so it's a lot to like navigate to find a good one. It's really like an interview process, which it really is.
I see.
And
so you met this one.
I met this one. It didn't work out it was just a month. Because I found out he was married. Lovely. Yes, and I'm like, I'm not into breaking up families or whatever. And he goes, well, I just know that she's cheating too. And I was like,
Okay.
no. If she doesn't know, then what is the point? right? You can't just be assuming she's cheating. God forbid she like brings something from out there if she is cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you care about your health? But luckily, obviously, like before we met, we confirmed everything was fine, everything was sound. Otherwise, no moving forward, right? And there definitely are people that are like, oh, just trust me, like I'm clean, which I hate that word for people that have like sexually transmitted diseases or infections, because like just because it could simply be that you just found that one person that either doesn't know about their status or don't care enough, or the evil ones that just want to spread shit around. So like anybody
it
could
have
fall
happened to someone unwillingly.
Exactly.
Like, in any kind of situation.
In any kind of situation, yeah. So I don't like that word for that.
Yeah.
But
also,
yeah. So, but it was really fun. I went out to eat a lot. One of them, at one time he was like, let's fly to New York. And I was like, I don't know you like that.
Ooh.
But I would love to. But then it didn't work out because of the whole marriage thing. No. Just because of the whole marriage thing. But it was fun while it lasted. But I just, my mom can't do that.
Yeah, so how did you keep yourself safe in like these meetups?
Okay, so first I have a taser. Second, because I can't have a gun, but yes, I have a taser. Second, people that could come and get me at any time, like have my location, and a lot of people have my location too. A lot, maybe I counted 5, but they all have my location. I would tell them, I'd be upfront with them, like, hey, I don't really know you, and anything can go wrong at any point, even if I know you, right? And so I'd be like, the guidelines are I need to check in like every hour with somebody.
Right.
So that helped a lot. And also always driving myself somewhere, like never relying on a ride or anything.
Right.
Yes.
Good point.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I think that's always,
And also no like nighttime meetups.
Ah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Good.
That was it.
I'm glad.
Thanks, Adele.
No, I'm not doing anything about it.
But yeah.
No millennial hearts for Adele.
Bring it back to safety. Adele, how have you handled things in your safety?
Oh, I'm doing it.
That was not how that was supposed to come out. How is safety where you live? Do you feel safe? Do you feel like you can go out at night on your own?
No. So I generally tend to feel safe in the daytime. Of course, I'm still cautious because in Newfoundland, especially the last couple of years probably, it's not really as safe anymore. We're seeing a lot more violence towards women especially, or even assaults towards women. I'm on a girls group on Facebook, and there's not a day that I don't see anyone posting saying that they've encountered a man catcalling them or telling them this or that, just nasty things. So yeah, it's definitely changing. Like the environment here is changing a lot. You can see that, which I'm glad that this girls group is existing, because I can see that women are finally taking charge of their own safety, because before we've always been kind of nonchalant about it, because it's not going to happen in Newfoundland. St. John's is too tiny, it's not going to happen,
Right. Yeah.
or it's like we think it's an isolated event, But most recently, I was at a convenience store just like a kilometer from my house. It's quite close. So I was with my mom in the car. I went to the convenience store to get milk. And I was walking from my car, and this guy was like staring at me in like such a creepy way. Kind of ignored it and went to the store. So I came back, and my mom always locks the car, regardless. Like she'll be like, shh, lock the car. Anyway, I came back, and the same car was now parked next to my car, like looking at me, walking out. I was freaking out. I'm like, holy crap.
That's fucking
and my
crazy.
mom, yes, it was, and then my mom was like, they have not left, because they left, they obviously were finished in the convenience store. What were they doing hanging in the parking lot? So I made sure, like, I stayed in the parking lot and have not moved because I didn't want them to follow me.
Yeah.
So I stayed there for like 10 minutes, and they finally freaking left. And I was kind of shaken up, like, what the hell? So I was like, I stayed there for another like 2-3 minutes just in case they were looping around. But like that entire evening and night, I was terrified because they obviously could see what my car was. And my driveway has a gate, but you can still see what car is parked.
Yeah.
Especially, so like now I'm like, you know, it's really strange because obviously they live in the same vicinity to be using that convenience store. Yeah. So those little things really get to me, especially. So obviously, like, you know, my husband and I have discussion over things like this, and he knows obviously the risk of being a woman nowadays. So we have things in our house to keep us safe. So that's something that, you know, that at least is there for anything. But what I've learned recently is Newfoundland, or maybe Canada, the rules in Canada, you're actually not allowed to use anything as a weapon intentionally.
Insane.
So even if you have a pen in your purse and they can prove that you are keeping this pen in your purse for self-defense, they can charge you.
What the hell?
Because that makes it so scary to defend yourself. And when you want to fight back against someone, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, oh man, is this going to wreck me financially? Like,
right, like,
I can't afford this right now.
And it's not even the financial aspect. It's also the criminal aspect. You can get charged and go to jail for this. Yeah. So, you know, in the girl group, I've been researching, and people were saying, what do you guys do to protect yourself? Like, I walk my dog, and I don't want to change my life because men are creeps. Like, I want to be able to enjoy walking my dog at 9 p.m. because, you know, that's the routine in the wintertime. So people were saying, you know, dog spray. Like, you know, you can carry dog spray, but again, your attacker could manipulate that dog spray and physically, like, or say to the court that you actually kept that dog spray because you wanted to harm someone, even though it was self-defense.
Especially now if it's on a Facebook, like, public group message, like, it's proof in some way, I'm sure.
But to me, what protection do women get?
Yeah.
Really. And then most recently, actually this happened yesterday, so I took a screenshot of it on the girls group. Downtown area, there is a construction company currently working on a roof, you know, so the construction company's name is plastered all over the truck of, you know, the truck, basically, so we can identify the company. The workers were catcalling people, like women walking by this construction site. And
how dumb can you be?
And
right,
yes. But those people, like, the women that were coming out and saying, hey, people were harassing us, we were just passing by, they're harassing us, this is like verbal harassment. The company has not responded to them until they made it public on Facebook. And all of a sudden, the owner of the company said, we're looking into this, we're so sorry, we're going to take steps. And then
so what are those steps, huh?
Yes, exactly. So the woman that posted it was saying, it's really, I'm glad that you're recognizing this and acknowledging it right now. However, we've left multiple voicemails and we have not been contacted privately. But I'm glad that you're actually actioning this right now. But I would really like for you to publicly respond on what the steps that were taken. And I mean,
like, did they get reprimanded in any way whatsoever?
Right.
For me, they shouldn't be allowed to work there anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
they should not be. Like,
yeah. I mean, downtown area.
What the hell are you doing?
There are children walking around the park.
Yeah.
Like, there's no excuse for the behaviors of the people.
Yeah, you can't sexually harass someone. Like,
period.
And then, so, one comment said, there's no one that's calling you by looking at your profile photo. To this girl.
What the fuck?
It has nothing to do with attraction.
Has nothing.
Whatsoever.
No.
It's simply because they can't.
It could be because they are not attracted to you. They're like, I'm going to make fun of this person because I don't like the way they look. So they do it, you know? Like, has absolutely nothing to do with attraction. Idiot.
But, it kind of boiled my blood. But this is, I think, and honestly, I think things need to change. We need, it's
expeditiously.
I think either the government kind of look at this whole shit law that we can't carry anything to protect ourselves. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna walk my dog in wooded areas because he loves that. And I don't, so if somebody came at me and attacked me, I'm supposed to just say, oh, I'm sorry, you can do it.
Right.
Yeah, like,
go ahead.
This is self-defense, but I'm still gonna get charged because I'm hitting you.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
So that is currently the status here, and it's quite hard to feel safe when that is what's happening. And I mean, there was a police officer. Did you hear about that?
What?
A police officer that again, the case, I'm not super familiar with the case, so I'm gonna tread lightly. But there was a police officer that offered
Newfoundland?
Newfoundland. That offered a woman who was drunk a ride from downtown and had sexual intercourse with her. And it is obviously rape.
Yeah.
And I believe, let me just pause this video right now, because I believe he didn't actually get anything.
What the hell?
Wow, okay. That's such an abuse of power, it's crazy. Or authority. Wow.
Yeah, so he was acquitted.
I bet he was, yeah.
This is 2024. He only served a quarter of his sentence behind bars for some
Can you still be a police officer?
It's saying that he is no longer allowed to be. He was granted... It was a 21-year-old woman that he assaulted.
Those men, I want to
anyway.
step on their dicks.
Yes.
Yeah, you could
Crush
get
them.
paid for that.
I want
So
to
he's
get
no
paid. I just want
longer...
to pull their balls off.
And his wife stayed with him.
Oh my god. You know, some of these women are really
he-
complicit in this shit.
He has spent the vast majority of his time since sentencing, over 2 years of it, living at home with his wife while on bail. Good behavior a factor in his release, and he was only able to serve a quarter of his sentence. Your level of accountability, motivation, and your integration potential are rated as high. You are considered to be engaged in your correctional plan. You are typically a good problem solver, and you are not impulsive. The night of the offense was an exception to this, and your actions were impulsive and very spur of the moment.
So you're not impulsive,
but you were impulsive.
But you were. That's fucking wow.
Your home was
Disgusting.
also assessed as suitable for a day parole where you would reside with your wife, who remained supportive of you.
Oh.
What the hell?
The hell?
A lapse in judgment?
Why did the wife stay?
I know.
You know,
I guess a lot of people think like they must think so little of themselves that they can't get out of something like that, or they must think like so little of themselves that, oh, it's probably my fault for not being a good enough wife. Like they have that, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe she's freaking crazy. I don't know.
Or maybe she just supports him.
Yeah.
So
I can't say,
these are the things that happen around here, and we're supposed to. I don't look at police officers and think I'm safe. Like I don't think that in a situation that happened that they would come and help me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you don't want to call them.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather not. I feel like in a situation where police brutality has been something that's been happening so much. I've seen a video of a woman that called because she thought someone was breaking into her house and they had killed her. So
Oh my lord.
What?
No.
Yeah, like kind of in the vein of like not sure whether to call the police or not. So in Japan, a lot of people say, oh, Japan is so safe. And when it comes to, I guess, outright violence, it is safe in some ways, but obviously not for everyone. For Japanese women, it is not. For immigrants, it is not. I'm a white woman. It's a lot different. I feel a lot more safe in the way that I'll get catcalled. People ask how much, depending on where I am. Like, I don't feel that unsafe because as long as I'm not working in like a sex industry or as a hostess or something, like I can be safe. For a lot of women, like especially women who are in more difficult situations financially, if they're working at a hostess club, which a hostess club in Japan is basically you serve drinks to men, sit and chat with them, and that's it. But they like pay to like talk to their favorite hostess because they'll have fun like singing with them. Sometimes the manager of the club, however, will get them to do like dates on the outside with them where it might lead to sexual activity. That can happen sometimes, but not always. And the same thing, like how Ashlee found her sugar daddy. There are apps for that kind of thing, but usually it's like they'll take you out for like dinner or something like that, and they'll pay you some sort of set rate. Anyways, when it comes to like police actually, doing something, once I was on the train home, I don't remember what from, but someone was talking on the train. They're saying something. I thought they were talking to their friend. They're speaking in English. I had my, not headphones, but like earbuds in, and was just on my phone. And then I heard, oh, so you're ignoring me. That's what this is. And I realized that they were talking to me. So then I kept ignoring them because I was like, man, they're getting angry. I just don't want to be in this conversation. And around me on the train, I heard a couple of girls saying like, oh, I feel so sorry for her. Like, she's being like accosted right now. And they freed up a seat so I could sit down next to them. So I sat down next to them and like still didn't like say anything or like bring them into the conversation, whatever, because it's very unlike Japan to get involved in things. I guess like a lot of people are just bystanders, but especially in Japan, where standing out is a very bad thing a lot of the time. Like can ruin your social status, or you get in trouble at work, all kinds of stuff that could just like ruin your life if it gets out, kind of thing. So even the fact that they freed up a space for me, I was like, nice, thank you, girls.
Yeah.
But then he came over to stand in front of me, and he started saying, as soon as you get off this train, I'm going to follow you, run after you, and cut off your legs. He was like spewing some like crazy shit. Yeah. So I was like, holy fuck, I have to call John. But the thing was, if I had reported him, I didn't know if he was having like a mental break or something. He was a black man. And in Japan, foreigners are not treated very lightly by the police, especially if it's something mental or violent. So I didn't know what was, going on with him, if he was just being like angry, or if he was like actually having some sort of psychotic episode. I did not know. So I was like, well, I can't call anyone because I don't know what'll happen to him. Like, if he's truly having like a mental episode, he's not going to get help in Japan, So what I did, I was like, as soon as the doors opened, thankfully my stop was next, I like waited until the last moment before they closed again to get up and run off, and then run into the crowd and call John, be like, I have to talk to you the whole way home. And then I had to like weave through the crowd, and I didn't see him anymore because he did try to get off the train after me. But
that's so scary.
That is
yeah,
really
it was
scary.
But it was also like, I can't rely on the police to do anything or do anything properly for the sake of this other person. And
but isn't
also
that?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I think it.
You go ahead.
I think it's just a bit crazy because I think women in general, not women in general, but isn't it crazy that at that time you were still thinking about them?
Yeah, that is crazy. That's why I think about like, if we could actually rely on police to protect us or something, I wouldn't have that issue.
Yes.
But because I'm worried about the way they would handle things, like,
yes,
rather than I'm having sympathy. Well, I guess I did have sympathy for this guy because I didn't know what was going on with him. It was more like, if I had been able to trust our society, then it would have been a lot safer.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because at the end of it, you. Yeah.
Yeah. To go into this a bit more, especially like talking about hostess clubs and stuff like that, there was a serial killer and serial rapist in Japan who was active from, I think, 1998 to 2002. He had anywhere between 156 to 400 victims.
Whoa.
His name was Joji Obara. Yeah. And he was only caught because he killed a white woman, and her parents, she's European, her parents came here and they caused a fuss with like the media basically. And he would videotape his victims, so there were around 400 videotapes, so they could have been all different people, they could have been multiple of the same people, don't know, but that is the max number of victims he potentially had, unless he didn't videotape people before. People's psychopaths, they're like they develop their routines, so there could have been people before that are not included in this. So those 400 people, either they're dead, don't know where they are, he wasn't charged for that, or they went on with their life and were not able to report it, or they did report it and nothing happened. So that is how people are treated. So when people say, oh, Japan is so safe, I'm like, is it really though? Because that happened from just one person and nothing was done about it, or it was so hidden that like he couldn't have been that good, It was obviously a lack of, what's the word? No one did anything. No one was doing their job, obviously, because I'm sure that there must have been
evidence.
At least one person who reported that out of like almost 400 people, or even just out of 156, So, but again, like, I guess people are more of a target if they think, oh, this person can't go to the police because they might be working illegally or something like that. Anyways,
and
so
I think
Do I feel safe walking at night? Yes, but
yeah, I think society failed us, really, because these like level of authority that are supposed to be there to protect us have made it so hard for us to even go to them. And like I said, it's crazy for Kat to think at this moment where someone was literally threatening her life to think, oh crap, I can't actually do anything because I'm afraid what they'll do with this person.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, automatically you're not even concerned about yourself.
Yeah, because I was just thinking, I was like, oh man, what if he has like family with him? What if he's like the breadwinner for his family? Or what if he's not, but the family's still, I don't know, you know?
Yeah.
If he's on his own even, that sucks. Like,
right.
Yeah. So.
That's messed up. Well, it's kind of the same vein, I guess, down here in the States. At least where I am in Boston, it's a little bit more safe as opposed to when I lived in the South, as you know. Remember when my car got stolen?
Scary.
Yeah, that was scary. But apparently things like that happen all the time. And I don't know if you guys have ever had a Ring camera, but they also have like this neighbors I guess like page where people post like with depending on which zip code they're at, if they see any suspicious activities. Most of the time it'll be like, oh, there's police officers gathered in this area, does anybody know what's going on? Or I heard a scream, does anyone know what's going on? Things like that. But up here people are more likely to intervene and say something if something is happening to you. Down there it's more like people kind of mind their own business, and it's also like, why don't you have a gun to protect yourself? Like, I think the youngest person that I knew that owned a weapon like that, it was 21 years old.
Wow.
And still they were like, wait, what do you mean you don't have one? I'm like, whoa. I don't know if I don't. It's a lot of commitment. It's a lot to be able to think that I can even take somebody's life. I wouldn't be able to be trusted with it
because I get depressed too much.
Kat, remember you said you wanted to live, okay? Remember that?
I do. I'm just saying, like...
You'd be like,
I wouldn't trust myself.
Just kidding. Stop it.
Here's the window. Just kidding.
Cup of bleach.
You've seen that video. John showed it to
me. He's like, this is for my beautiful wife.
He sent me another video too that I was going to share in the when we share our videos later.
Yes, please. Yeah. But luckily I am where it's a little bit safer. I can walk at night. Public transportation is also available to me to where like I don't have to be worried about like getting pulled over necessarily. Like funny thing, this, you know, when Twitter was still cool and that man didn't own it, this guy posted saying like, oh, the way I stay safe from the cops, I just have a Republican sticker on my truck, even though I'm a Democrat. It's like anything it takes to protect yourself.
Well, I feel like that's smart, actually.
It is. It really is. Like, when I was initially moving to Texas, because I drove there, and I had to remove, like, all these bumper stickers and stuff on my car because I was like, I would definitely be targeted, especially since I was driving through, like, the South. Areas like West Virginia, Mississippi, those kind of states is very unsafe, especially because I was driving with myself, too.
Yeah.
But... yeah, and actually when I was coming up here, my friend flew down to drive with me, and we did get pulled over. And so, not luckily, but I wasn't driving at the time. It was her time to drive. And so the police comes over, he does his little 1-2, license, registration, whatever. And then he asked her to get out of the car. And I'm like, what is going on?
Is she white?
And then I also can't... No, she's Hispanic.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yes. And then I'm like, okay, I can't really, be lippy towards this man. Like, I can't ask him, like, why does she need to get out of the car?
Yeah.
And neither could she. So she got out of the car. And I'm, like, on the passenger side trying to, like, get my phone out the window to record. But the lights were too bright and I couldn't see anything. So in this moment, I'm texting people. At least I have her location. And, like, this is what's happening. Everybody is worried. I'm like, I can't see anything. But he was a little bit strange to her. He, like, told her to get inside the car. And she had, like, 2 little pigtails. And he was kind of... into that. He was playing into that. Like, oh, you smell so good, blah, 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 all these things. Weird. And she was like, holy shit, like, what am I going to have to do for my life? So she was, like, panicking, of course. And I'm panicking because I don't know what the hell's going on out there.
Like, I have chlamydia. I'm going to the clinic.
Literally.
There's spots everywhere.
But, yeah, so she felt really unsafe. And even when she was released back to us... his bullshit excuse was that she cut off a truck and the truck had to use their brakes. That's why there's brakes. But yeah, that was his reason for pulling us over. So like on the same just message, we can't trust these people that are law enforcement who are believing that they're above the law, that they can do anything.
Yeah. Well, I think there was a case in the UK where a girl was walking home after a party or after a dinner with friends, and she was just walking home, and an off-duty police officer killed her.
Oh my god.
It's, like, they're supposed to be the one, but honestly, I'm not quite sure what kind of training they get. I feel like they put on the suits and the uniform, and they automatically think that they're above the law and that they can do whatever they want. Because
I don't understand why a lawyer has to go to school for like 7 to 9 years.
Exactly.
Or whatever, and then a police officer who enforces the law can't only does
I think it's like 3 months.
Months to like a year or something crazy. Like
yeah.
What? But you have to study so much to actually know the laws of your country. So it just doesn't really make.
They should definitely be held to the same standard.
It's like
oh my god, there was
serve and protect themselves.
Yeah.
Themselves. There was case here a few years ago. I don't remember the full details, but this is a synopsis. Like, this guy minding his own business in his house, and this police officer trying to go home went to the wrong door, which was his. And long story short, he ended up she shot him because she was afraid for her life. While this man is in his living room. And yes, he was black. But while this man is in his living room, just minding his business.
But she's the one that entered the house.
Exactly. She was.
Crazy.
And also, if you don't, if the key is not working, don't you, pause, am I even at the right place?
Yeah.
Not bust in and kill.
Are you?
Exactly.
And also, I feel like when you're that inebriated, how can you do, that just shows, your inner inhibition is, coming out, Yeah. It's this must be what you're thinking about all the time to be able to do that inebriated? I don't know, I feel like when I drink, your inhibitions are depleted. So, to be that violent is, God, what is going on?
Oh, wait, I don't think she was inebriated.
Oh, no? Okay. Where did I get that? Don't mind me.
Let me confirm. Because things like that do happen when you're inebriated. Not the shooting and the killing, but the going to the wrong door.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
okay, that's even crazier than if it's not the... Like,
Yeah.
When I'm drunk, I get really huggy.
me too. I get really horny, but like, and then when it actually comes to like wanting to have sex, I'm like, I don't want to anymore. I just want like the flirty part of it, and then nothing else. Anyways, we hope that everyone enjoyed listening to our second episode of the TimePod. I think it was a little bit more chaotic than last time, but maybe that's fun. We'll see how it goes. And remember that whenever you are, you can always sit with us. Bye!
Bye-bye.